Chat back, chat app. Okay, everything should be fine now. Testing, testing, testing. Coffee's great. So this is here, this is working, everything is working. Only I'm not working, so let's get to work. Punk Kobe, hello there. You're early in the stream. Welcome. How are things? Can you hear me well? Can you see me well? How's the audio, music, all that? Let's get all the technical stuff out of the way. Okay. Should we draw the characters today? I think we should. Open recent. Good, yeah, it's all good. Well, I'm doing fine. It's very snowy where I'm at right now. Things are well though. As well as they can be. Considering everything. Okie dokie. Let's start. I want to start with something fun today, so I'll color the pet shop a little bit later. I do want to draw some characters today, so we'll add Kakuzu and Deidara. So Kakuzu going from the middle, and Deidara should be to his left. Alright. Let's do Kakuzu first. Let's turn on angles and tilt. How big should our brush be? We have a visitor. My cat came along. She's hiding right here. Hi there, Rudevald from Poland. What time is it in Poland? Isn't it like really, really late? Or maybe not. I mean, it's only noon here. Why is the music so fast? Is it like playing double speed? Unbeknownst to myself? Maybe. Oh yeah, it is. Only my cat had something to do with it. Let me just put her on stream. She's much more interesting, right? She's chasing the mouse all over the monitor. Late evening, 9 p.m. Oh, that's a good time. Not too late. All right. Feline Overlord, for sure. I've got two such overlords. Second one, I don't know where he's at. He'll probably come around. Wait, is this part of the... What is this? What's this line? Can I... Wait a second, what the fuck? What the hell is going on here? What? Oh, I see. Last time I layered over... Oh, hi, Jack. Thanks for coming over. I'll leave him be, he'll come over later. Last time, if I recall correctly, I use this. Yeah, pet shop. Yeah, I don't need the pet shop right now. I'll just hide it away. But what layer is this line on? Is it the interior pet shop? Yeah, it is. I need to get rid of this. I don't need this line. Locked or hidden. I need this one. Alright, go away. And now I'll go back to... But what is this? There's like a wide line in here? What the? I don't get this. I should erase this line. Thank you. This one as well. Probably a white line, because in Flash it's normally like transparent and then you get the color. Alright, now I can finally lock everything up and draw Kakuzu. Please, can I do this? Oh, this is the first art stream you've joined? You missed the rest of them? Wait, you're a fan of Fanakatsuki, right? You're not just randomly joining this stream because it's an art stream. I mean, it's fine if it is. Oh, you're a recent sub. That's cool. Because most of my subs are like from 15 years ago, 10 years ago. I've been a fan of Fanakatsuki since the first episode several years ago. Oh, the first HD episode. Because the first episode came out in like 2006. That's how old we are here. It's a bona fide boomer channel. So I'm glad you're on here, dude. I normally get like around, well, after a while, probably there'll be like 6 or 8 people in here. Grenadiel, welcome. Good old YouTube content. Yeah, back in the olden days, right? Am I right? Back when 240p was king of quality. No, technically, like at least the technical aspect of YouTube is way better now than it was back then. Well, in terms of content though, that's way more subjective. Yeah, YouTube used to be very, very nice back in the day. Unless you count Fred. That's a shitty channel. More freedom, that's for sure. Now every like copyrighted fart that I get on stream, I get copyright strikes for no reason. And I found this channel, like the music you're listening to now. I'm using it for another channel that I have about cars. So they do like a lot of lo-fi hip-hop music, royalty free, and it's pretty chill. I like it. I think it's called Chill Out Media or something like that. Wait, let me... Chill Out Records, no copyright music. I should probably give them credit for making bearable music that's also free to use. Oh my goodness. What did he drop? Oh no. been working terribly even without that. My cat dropped the Google thing, the Google Home thing from the countertop. He's such a hooligan, that's like unbelievable. As a cartoon lover, I hate the recent YouTube censorship under every cartoon because kids. Oh yeah, well, you can do cartoons. You don't have to, like, when you upload any type of content on YouTube, it asks you, is it for kids or not? And even if you want children to be able to watch this, you should place it as no, because like when it asks you if it's for kids, it means literally just for kids. You know, like those weird streams where they open up toys and stuff. Because I don't know if you've read the news. I don't know when it was, but there's a like whole very, very scary side to YouTube of children videos that should not be viewed by children, and parents usually just leave their kids with an iPad or whatnot, and they just like drop them into like zombies to watch these videos going one after another. First of all these some of these videos get like hundreds upon hundreds of million views, so there's a huge business on that side too. But not only that, but like some of the content that you get there is let's just put it that way, it's not supposed to be viewed by children or adults for that matter. So that's why they've gotten a bit more protective, I think, for the entire is it for children or not regulation on YouTube. That's fine with me. The part that gets to me is like their DMCA strikes and all that garbage, which has really gone nuts recently. Because probably record companies have them by the balls. They're in charge of a huge portion of their revenue, so. Shoot, I'm gonna storm off, so if I fade away, my power's been smited by Florida man. Oh man, it sucks. But disabling comment sections under Steven Universe, for instance, when it has more adult fans than children fans. So that's because they chose to label it as a content for children. Yeah, the West in general, I don't like how it treats animation as like, oh, cartoons are just for kids. I kind of don't like how big his eyes are, but I guess it's fine because we want him to be able to, you know, express. And I drew him back here. Oh, come on, stop that. He holds his cash briefcase with his right hand, so it should be that side? No, right. So, Eric DeRoman. My goodness, it's OmniStrife. Oh my god. You were the first person I subbed to back when I first got my dial-up internet at home. You see how old we are? This dude has had dial-up internet at home. Ah! Yeah, welcome to the stream. We've been back at it for a while, but I'm happy to have you here, dude. You love animation and I get ridiculed for it. Only perk is that my little nephew loves me because I know good cartoons. You shouldn't be shamed for it or ridiculed. Animation is cool. Like in Japan, for example. And it has nothing to do with me being a weeb. But at least they know that animation can be like not just for children. And I respect that. So if he holds his briefcase with the right hand, I don't know, it should be like this. So his thumb will be this way. Fingers would be this way. 25 now and doing a PhD, but my goodness, I'm getting hit with waves of nostalgia. I feel you, dude. I wonder, like, the average age of my subscribers would definitely be above 20. So I don't know if you know, Eric, but we've already remade episode 1 and 2 in HD in Flash. So now we're working on episode 3. That's when they go in to buy Crispy. That's like, I did this scene a bunch of weeks ago, and now there's the point. Let me show you, actually. Where was that? It was... Where's projects? Projects. Yeah, so here are the scenes we've done so far. There's the part with Leader sitting on his throne, reminiscing the fact that the TV was destroyed. Next we have this scene that was completed of him calling Itachi and Deidara, and they're actually coming over. What else? Then he's still speaking, just a different angle for that scene. So with Flash, I get to do a lot of fancy stuff like moving the camera and like transparent layers and stuff like that. And finally, they mosey along to the pet shop. This time they have Kakuzu joining them. And yeah, I think, and then there's, oh, this was a good scene where I drew like Itachi saying Mangekyou Sharingan after he smashes his face against the wall before he burns his way into the store. And this is the store from the inside with a bunch of nice details. Still not done on that part, but we sure will be in a while. So that's his hand. For some reason, Restream doesn't show the view counts anymore. I used to be able to see how many people were actually watching because I'm streaming both to Twitch and YouTube. Let me check it really quick. Switch account. Oh, and I think I'm streaming to Facebook as well. Well, 7 people watching, so I'm not getting anything from Restream, but I have 7 here, probably a few on YouTube and Twitch as well. Usually people are rather silent on Twitch. I think Fanakatsuki was one of the first Naruto fan-made things I watched when I was younger, along with many Naruto Linkin Park AMVs. Yeah, Linkin Park was the goat of music for AMVs. Started with Dragon Ball, but definitely not just. So does Kakuzu have those weird sleeve things? I'm not sure. Let me check. I don't think he does, because then he'll have trouble of like these tentacles coming out of his arms, right? Yeah, he doesn't have those. Let me just copy one reference image here, because it just takes too long for me to just have a look at these. Edit, free transform. Where's transform? Modify, right? Transform. I don't need him as big as that, is all that. Wait. I'll just put him in here for a second. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of nostalgia associated now with the Fanakatsuki. It's so... Oh, no. Sorry. How do I do redo? I would play like the Naruto soundtrack if I could, but I can't because copyright and all that garbage. Huh. How do I keep the ratio with shift? Yeah, Control Y will be a redo. For some, I think I did something after undoing it, forgot it again. Because I'm also working in Premiere sometimes and in Photoshop, so they all have like different shortcuts for like for deselect. In here it's Control A, and in Photoshop is Control D, and it's kind of annoying. I mean, it's a product made by like the same company. I guess I shouldn't call it Flash either, because Flash is dead. RIP Flash. It's all HTML5 now, but it doesn't really matter because I'm exporting this as a video anyways, so. Why have I made him so detailed? Oh well. What is my favorite episode of Fankatsuki? That's a good question. I mean, I like auditions because you get like put in a bunch of references to like others media, movies, cartoons. Let me think about that. I really like Red Clouds because I got to incorporate a little bit of Final Fantasy VII, which is my favorite game ever. I don't know. That's a good question. Where's the playlists? Oh, where are my videos? Home. It's fun. Akatsuki. 1 is a classic. It's not my favorite. It's fine. You Lack Hatred is when I got a little bit more sophisticated with my comedy, with the Bleach references and the fact of the voice actor being the same for Sasuke and Ishida. Ishida? Yeah, Ishida. So I like that one. Looking Around is really good. It's silly, but I'm gonna make it a little bit longer and more interesting. Akatsuki Game is really a ridiculous episode. I like it still, but definitely 5. 7 is very cringy. If it's really hard to watch now when I go back to it. It's definitely the most juvenile with all the penis jokes. 9 is good. Yeah, and the recent ones are also pretty nice, like the Unbrief Briefing and Never Too Late, which took forever to come out, forever. But now you at least can see how long it takes to draw this stupid animation. At least now with streaming, I get to enjoy some fan interaction, and you get some, like, a semblance of an idea for progress, because these take so long, especially now that I'm doing, like, the fancy animation and all that. It takes so long to make. If I'm carrying something, I don't know. I think yeah, this angle was actually pretty good before. Should be a bit higher though. Yeah, when you're carrying something. Oh, this is good. Yeah. So I don't need all this stuff. This can go away. I need to remove some of this. I don't like how it looks like his head. I think I'm gonna redraw all of this. He came out way too, like, with realistic proportions and stuff like that. I want to cheapify him a little bit. For me, it's this one. Oh, the one with Crispy. I like it. Like, Crispy is one of the only things that's kind of an original character, and people seem to like him a lot. So If you don't know, I'm actually gonna add a bunch of content to this episode as compared to the previous one. They're actually gonna have like well, sort of additions for what pet they're gonna pick, and it's not gonna be just crispy straight away. So I'm gonna have a bunch of like different pets or like candidates from other media. Question to anyone: does anyone still watch some anime, read some manga? I've been using it to escape my studies. Oh, I sure still do. I'm actually going through One Piece right now with my wife. We're watching it, and it's been a very, very long process, but it's very cool. Yeah, the new stuff is really good. There's so many good shonens now. Like, obviously, Kimetsu no Yaiba or Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia is really, really good. Manga. I don't know, I haven't read something in a while. Like, I should, like, go back to Berserk at one point, I guess. But I love anime still. I think it's great. Attack on Titan, obviously. Yeah, we watch it occasionally for sure. I'm just binging through The Expanse right now, so not a lot of time to watch anime, but we'll definitely go back to it. Also do comics. Yeah, slice of life stuff. I actually would like to watch a good anime that's also a slice of life genre. Can you recommend something, Runa? Also, by the way, welcome to the stream. Is that Runa Kovac? How do you pronounce that? I never watched like a slice of life anime, but I always found to like the parts in games and animes that are more like slice of lifey, if that's a word. For example, Persona 4 and stuff like that. I really adore the feel of just casual shenanigans. Something magical about it. Like, there was this Studio Ghibli movie that we watched recently. What was its name? I think it's the one that was by Goro, Miyazaki's son. Where they try to prevent the clubhouse from being destroyed. I think Where the Wind Blows, or how it's called. With the girl who waits for her father to return, or something like that. Ghibli. Wind Rises? Is that the one? No, that's different. That's about flight. Oh, crap. Let me try and find it. Letterboxd. Yeah, so it's the first stream that you're joining here. I always go on like random tangents, which is fine, I guess. Like, me just drawing lines and colors is not very fun all the time. I'm surprised you surprisingly said it right. I've had foreigners call it Kovacs before. Okay, yeah, it's because I'm like I come from, like, I was born in Russia, so I know how to pronounce some of the Eastern European names. Wow, what did I want to check? Oh, Ghibli. Oh, did I? So, Ghibli. I haven't watched many of these. I still gotta get around to watching all of these. You can see the ones that are grayed out. If you don't use Letterboxd and you love movies, you should. It's such a good website to track and discover new things to watch. Which one was that? Totoro? No. Howl, obviously. Ariete. Oh, this one. From Up on Poppy Hill. It's not like one of the best ones, obviously, but it's good because there's nothing like extraordinary going on, and yet it's so magical because it's a very slice of life type of feel, and you get immersed into this life of this girl and boy, and you know, their daily things, and they matter to them, right? That's what really matters. It might not be like saving the world or some shit, but for them it is. and it was really nice. Ooh, this coffee is strong. All right. Kaguya-sama Love is War. I saw that one, and it's very like Kaguya-sama Love is War. I know it's labeled as slice of life. To me, it feels more like a battle anime, like a shonen in a way. I want something a bit more casual. I don't mind romance. I can definitely watch something romantic, but Kaguya-sama is a bit too action oriented in a way. I hope it makes sense for what I want to find as a really good slice of life anime. I want something more less dramatic. Well, I don't mind the drama and romance, but Kaguya it can get intense, and I don't mind parts of it to be intense. I just want to, you know. Yeah, it's hard to describe. I don't know what I want. Damn it. Kaguya is ace, my personal favorite. 8 AM is quintessential quintuplets? Wow. I do have Crunchyroll and Funimation, but I haven't watched too many anime, to be honest. Like the obvious ones I did watch, but not many. I should. And I love anime, but I'm not watching enough of it. I can definitely tell that I haven't done this in like 2 weeks. I'm very rusty. A recent anime didn't click for me though. Didn't enjoy anything since the Dr. Stone season 1. You didn't like My Hero Academia and what's its name? Demon Slayer? I found those to be really, really good. Hamifura, or My Next Life as a Villainess, is an isekai where a dork gets reborn as the big bad in her dating sim. Wow! Proceeds to keep being a dork while trying to avoid situations that lead to bad. Gotcha. So he's trying to like to remain in character. We did watch a little bit of a devil part-timer. It's kind of a reverse isekai where like a big devil baddie goes and becomes this kid in the real world where he has to like work at McDonald's or some shit like that. It was pretty good. I thought it was I'm pretty sure it got canceled or something like that, unfortunately. Oh, an anime I really want to go back to is Durarara. I really liked how that started. I never went back to watch that. My life as a part-timer was good. Yeah, that's what it's called. Probably forgot. Oh, why am I drawing a Konoha headband on his head? On his forehead. Force of habit. There's this weird arrow. What village is Kakuzu from? I don't even remember. Is that like it's not the Rock Village. The one with this weird arrow thing. Looks like a road sign. Kakuzu. The village hidden in the waterfall. That makes sense. The arrow pointing down. Hi there, Kitsune Arcfire, and happy Valentine's Day. Oh yeah, happy Valentine's, everyone. If you like Dr. Stone, Ascendance of a Bookworm is what I recommend. I also heard a lot of good things about that. It's better in light novel than anime. First time I started pre-buying light novels. Is that like is a light novel a game? I recommend Blue Exorcist. As for Hamifura, she knows that in the main game, Big Bad tried to hurt the protagonist and would get exiled, killed, and confirmed. Okay. Korean Chinese stuff didn't click with me. I only watched Korean Chinese. I guess that counts as a Korean one. Is Tower of God, which I read and I liked it a lot. We started the God of High School, but we didn't really continue that much too often. Oh, Solo Leveling, I've heard great things about. I haven't had a chance to watch that. Yeah, I'm going, if you're into like sci-fi, I've been watching The Expanse on Amazon Prime. It's really good. I really like it. He's holding his suitcase way too high. Solo Leveling is great. So the shoulder is located fine. So I guess, should I just rearrange the angle here? No, that turns out weird. Maybe just the angle of this. Oh, I need the free selection thing. An extremely comfy space slice of life that I'm reading is called Planetes. Defo worth the read if you want something spacey. Oh, that sounds good. Both spacey and slice of lifey and comfy. That sounds actually like something good. Yeah, I'll give that a shot. Why is this so broken for me? Like, if he's carrying it like this... Yeah, I don't know. Should be fine. No, it's fine. I'll raise it a little bit, I think. I know what's bothering me. I think what's bothering me is this part of the arm is way too raised. And the way I drew the handle of the suitcase, it's way too high because it should go like down here. So I'll fix these two things and it'll be fine. I don't even know why I'm bothered by it so much. Like, does it really matter? Not really. I'll put it back here where it should be. This is fine. And now I'll no, it can be a bit to the front too if you're carrying it. It's fine. And it's also from the side, so this should be fine. This is like this. The only thing that needs to change really is this. Also, I think it's just way too big. That's fine. All right, I think we're. That's much better. Okie dokie. Do 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 do. Maybe the angle of the elbow pulling inside rather than the outside. Yeah, maybe. But he's not like facing us directly. But it looks fine now, I think. Good enough. Thanks for joining, Rudevald. Have a great rest of the weekend. Planetest. I wanted to check that out. Japanese. Puranetesu. Ancient. Okay. Japanese hard science fiction. Hard science fiction? What the hell does that mean? Does that mean that it's very like grounded? Hard science fiction manga written and illustrated by Makoto Yukimura. It was adapted into a 26-episode anime television series by Sunrise, which was broadcast on NHK. For how's the anime? Is it good? Because if it's a good adaptation, I wouldn't mind watching like the anime version. Oh, the art is really nice. Looks like an older anime, right? Probably came out in the 90s. No? It's also widely nailed as one of the best science fiction anime ever made? Really? Okay. I'm down for that. Who gave me this recommendation? Eric DeRoman. Oh, there you go. It took you a while to get in on our stream, but you gave me a good recommendation, I think. Thanks. I'll watch that. I'll report back. If I hate it, you're banned. I really loved Monster. Monster was amazing. Well, yeah, it's the same author of like 20th Century Boys. It's probably my favorite manga of all time. I wish they'd make like a nice anime adaptation for it. Just as an excuse to re-experience the manga. I might just like we probably just buy it eventually, right? 20th Century Boys, the manga, because it's completed and it's just legendary. Well, it's not, doesn't stop. Almost feels like Canada in here. Almost looks like a t-shirt, the sleeve. Very short. Treating myself to another beer. Hell yeah. I'm actually doing intermittent fasting now. I'm so hungry. But soon. Oh, this music. It sounds like the Sylph Corp theme. Or in Pokemon, the original gen, is it this the music you can hear in Sylph Corp? Oh, no, 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 no. I think that's actually the one that's playing in the Cinnabar Island. It's either the Cinnabar Island Cinnabar Island theme, like the one in the volcano, or the one in the power plant. Pokemon. Let's try Red. Cinnabar Island Mansion. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. It's a weird theme. Very, like, kind of aggressive in a way. It's in your face. Alrighty, let's go back to our previous tune. So just the backdrop kind of reminded me of that. Oh, why is it so thick? Back to Cinnabar Island. I even forgot that there was a part with a mansion there. Obviously, I remember that there's a volcano, but I forgot that there's a mansion in there. But the music brought it back. Such detail on the toes. It's a big foot. That's fine. It'll all be the same color anyway, except for the toes. You see, the glory of animation is just drawing toes and sandals and random It's a holiday of love, isn't it? Happy Valentine's Day. Where's the pen? Here's the pen. Pen, pineapple, apple, pen. That's fine. Okay, I guess it's... Oh, I didn't want to click that at all. Let's grab some color from here. Well, of course we can't really paint over that because of all the gaps. Stupid gaps. Gonna close all these gaps first. The bane of my existence. Gaps in my drawings. If there were no gaps in my drawings, we'd probably have like 40 episodes of Fun Katsuki out by now. But every time these godforsaken gaps in my lines, they get to me. No gaps anymore. This is about the same color. You can use this color here. You can use this color. Oh, of course, of course. Would you like some gaps, sir? Oh, yeah. Give me all of the gaps. Sorry for the vent. I just hate it. Here we go. Nope. Still, there's a gap. I know that there's a tool that lets you paint even if you have like small gaps, but that looks even worse. Then you get like weird gaps in the color, like weird white spots. So I would much rather just close the gaps instead of like leaving them be. Or, you know, maybe I could just like learn how to draw properly without leaving all these gaps, but no. Why? I do animations too, and I experienced that it takes a lot of time. After some time, will I get used to it? What are your recommendations? I don't know, cut down on the level of detail or your frames per second. It's a lot of work, and try to like, my recommendation is to find some cheats in a way, like moving the camera to make it more dynamic, or loops in the background, like something like dripping, because animations, they're a lot of work, and if you're a one-man team, it can get very, very boring really fast. But yeah, it's just it's a labor of passion, right? That's what they say. Wait. Oh, I had a gap in here. I kind of went with Flash. I'm sure there are tools that are a little bit better for doing this than Flash, because it's a vector-based image editor. Like, it can get really finicky with the small gaps, as you can see. They can be like, it doesn't make sense to name them pixel sized, but because it's not like based on pixels, but it can get like really sensitive if you have gaps. Is it really that green? His skin. Yeah, he's a bit more warmer than that. Yeah, that's a little bit too much. Let me adjust his skin color. It's not far, but it definitely there's a bit more warmth, yeah, something like that, to his skin tone. That looks better. Yeah, like for myself, for example, if I go back to like Fankatsuki episode 2, the HD thing, what's the biggest file in here? That's the one that I did last time. It's so loud. Let me give you some of the idea of what I was doing here. So this part, for example, there's not really much going on in this scene. It's just literally him sitting watching the TV. But I just added this little glow from the TV. It adds a lot of, like, I don't know, dynamic to the scene. There's something that's moving, and it's cool because this transparent color also goes over. I don't think it goes over Kisame for some reason. I should have played with the layers a bit, but it does go over the carpet, and there's a little bit of depth in here in terms of perspective. I could have used camera motion in here, but I chose not to. It moves in other portions, so it's just a cheap little trick to add stuff in here as well. The only animation is just him blinking, but there's a zoom in that's quite dramatic. Oh, there's this as well, and his eyes that are moving, and this is literally just a 1-2 frames going back and forth, and the drop here that goes down. But like this pulsing zoom in effect, it comes from, I think, the video editing software from Adobe Premiere. This just a regular animation. There's not a lot of work. It's just his things are in different layers, so I drew them in different layers, and once they open, his head is all wobbly like this. This a good trick as well. Just have a foreground, background, clouds are moving. It's all very cheap tricks. There's nothing fancy in here, or the lights on the Akatsuki entrance are like in, how do you call it? They not interloping, obviously. But anyways, like, one is red and one is yellow, and they constantly change. And here as well, like, because this is a longer scene, right? I chose to add a lot of, like, fluff stuff in here. It took a while, but the cool thing about backgrounds, which by the way, I hate drawing. Once you've done, like, your due diligence and you've put in some work in the scene, it looks way better. There's a bunch of stuff in here that I can look at. The little, you know, Easter egg here at the top of the scene from the original. And there's the little drip here from the sink. I don't know if you can hear this, but it also makes a sound there of like dripping bloop, bloop, every time. And even when it's outside of your point of view, you can still hear it. So these are like cool things you can add. And the rest of the animation is just like Kisame going back and forth, which is pretty simple. And then he comes along. Oh, a really good trick. When you have like characters walking, make sure their feet are not in the frame, because then you'll have to actually animate their feet moving. I mean, you could, but it's so much work. Not just to make it look normal, but it's also very hard animation to pull off properly. So I just make them wobble like this, and their feet are not really moving in any way. Moving hands is a bit easier, but when someone is walking, and the fact that they have these cloaks, these black cloaks, usually I don't even draw arms on them. I think it looks fine. It looks pretty cute, actually. They're just like these big bubble heads moving around. Here again, like the camera tricks, it's still the same scene from before, but just because it's a different character, I chose to move the camera a little bit. Like the most difficult stuff in here is probably, this is actually when I transition to this angle, it's still the same scene. But the cool thing about Flash or Adobe Animate, whatever you want to call it, because it's vectors, you can zoom in forever and you don't lose any quality. It's not pixels, so it's still very smooth. And that's the one thing that's good about this type of. You can zoom in forever and it's still full quality. And lip syncing obviously is a lot of work. You just have to draw it manually frame by frame. And I think the most sophisticated animation in this entire episode really is this one where he just touches where he presses the button. This is probably the most you know, sophisticated or difficult animation. It's actual like frame by frame animation classic style, where I have like, I don't know, 3 or 4. Like this is there was the one where his nose is not touching. This is one. That's another one, and maybe his lips move a little bit. But I chose to do this here because obviously you're zoomed in on his entire face. It's the entire scene, and like, I guess it's direction, right? But you want to give that detail in here because that's like the gig itself. He's opening, you know, he's flipping the channel, and you want to add that little sound. That's what makes it so funny. This is a cool animation too. The color of the TV is like, the light is a bit different here. So there's a lot of smoke and mirrors going on in here. This I chose to draw to paint the fire. What a mistake that was. I later discovered that there's such a much easier way to just produce fire in the Adobe program. The smoke is not manually drawn. However, I did draw it like in spirals, but then you can do animation tweens between that. And this is from the post-processing. Like this smoke, this fog effect it exists in the video system. Notice here that when you zoom into a character, the background sometimes blurs. Well, it always blurs. I don't always do that, but when you do it, it makes like this feeling of depth. And I think it becomes softer when you zoom out. You can notice. You probably don't even see that when you watch the episode, but when I zoom out, the wall, the cracks, they go into focus again. And these are all things that are easy to do. You just have to think about them to make them. And once you do, and all these elements, like, they add up and it looks a bit better. Was there was a cool oh, there's one frame that I really liked here as well in this episode. I kind of missed it by talking, but when Itachi hears like the voice of Sasuke or that person, there's a bit of a zooming in here. Again, notice not only the blur effect is going on in here, but I also chose to darken the background entirely to focus in more on the realization. And then there's this little glow in his glasses, and also the sound, like the ding, and then the zoom in on the and the eyebrows also go. I actually did a good job on this scene. It's probably the best. Well, this and the nose are two really good parts. I like this part. Ding. Yeah. Did you know that there's a Hungarian animation? Oh, every time I get asked this, and I do know. I saw that he quit recently as well. Unfortunately, he did like really good animations. He actually made a video about me, which is kind of hilarious to me at the time. He made a video about how I faked my own death to escape the fans that were always demanding. And yeah, it was. I know these videos. They're pretty good. I really liked how long he kept to doing them. Which one is that? Let me try and find this. Hungarian Omnistrife. I think I can find it like this. This one. Kisama's rap, yeah. I'm not Omnistrife. He did it over like Slim Shady's rap. Well, excuse, sure. Heard of it. It probably works better in Hungarian because it actually rhymes. But there's. So it shows I am from Israel, and then. Yeah. I'm actually famous enough to have a rap written about me and sang by Kisama. His art is really good. Like, I could draw something even back then that would look as nice as this, but the effort of actually drawing them pixel perfect all the time That was way too much work. This guy is an artist too, so he gets what was going on. And like when I joined the military and YouTube started bullshitting me with like copyright strikes, and yeah, it got to me. It kind of like blew the wind right out of my sails. There's a lot of effort in his videos for sure. Mondani. This is really cool. Like he did a lot of cool stuff with the art style. Like even when he changes to the angry face, you can see that there's a different lighting in here, and it gets a little bit dark. There's a lot of good stuff going on in here. So much effort. Yeah, it's really good. And I think he stopped doing his Katsuki thing. And I think I commented on his. What is that show called? Shit. Oh my goodness. Hungarian fun. Katsuki. The original channel. Where is it? No, these are just translation. And Akatsuki Life. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, that was on his channel. And then he 3 years ago, he wrote a cancel. He made like an announcement that it's canceled. And I think I commented on this episode, on this video. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know. It's probably lost in here somewhere. Oh yeah, I wrote it in here, but yeah. How many did he do? Akatsuki Life. Oh wow, it's like 29 episodes, 30, and he had like also like once you do these things, it gets more complicated, and there's like internal storylines, and you got a bunch of like different original characters, and they all look really really nice. How many like reviews did he get, generally speaking? Yeah, they went well over like 1,000, 160,000 views. That's a lot, especially like when it's not even in English. So there's a huge following, even though I do see that he added like subtitles and all that. Pretty cool and sad to see, like, yeah, another one bit to dust. I just realized my original watch of Final Katsuki was fan subs. Yeah, I remember at the time people reached out to me and said, "Hey, will it be okay if I re-upload your cartoons and added subtitles?" And I was cool with that. I'm like, why not? Like more people get to watch it. Yeah, we were young and innocent. Nothing was about like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be like a YouTube star and shit like that. I'm gonna make millions of dollars from them. Yeah, I just did it because it was fun. I like doing it. The pure creative process of working hard and staying like penniless. The perfect perfect recipe for pure creation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm going to have to take off now as I'm getting an early bed to go to work. Okay, yeah. Thanks for joining, Eric the Roman. I'm trying to do these every week on Sundays. Sometimes I skip a week, unfortunately. But yeah, if you are not on Discord or in the Facebook group, join there and you'll be able to see when I'm going live and when I'm not. Or just like, what the people say. Hit subscribe and hit the bell and all that stuff. Thanks for joining. It was really, really fun. Where's the music? I must start you? Oh, gosh. I'm getting red in the face. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do. It means a lot. Here I am, like 40 years after the original episode has aired. I'm still here doing this, right? 45 years, probably 50. Still here. The imitators, they're all gone, but I'm still here, the OG. And you are OGs too. Is the Discord group on your YouTube page? I think it is. I can post the link here. Just a second. Invite people. That's the one. It expires in... Don't expire ever. Never expire. Max number of users, no limit. Generate a new link. Copy. Here it is. I'll post it in the chat. You can join there. Yeah, so there's a Discord. There's also a Patreon. Wink, wink. No, I'm kidding. You don't really have to. You can if you want to. I'm not. I'm not telling you not to. But there's also a Patreon. There's a Facebook group. There's a YouTube, a Twitch channel, and I think that's about it. There's also a DeviantArt that I haven't updated in like 10 years too. Maybe I should do an art stream soon and draw something. That'll be cool. Yeah, and thanks for joining. It's almost time to eat for me as well, so I think I'll finish painting Kisame in here, and I think we'll call it a day. He has the red, weird color combination for his eyes. Really, one of the weirdest I've ever seen, with the red eye and green pupil. Very uncommon. It's also like weird mustardy green. I also like to draw on paper. I do. I love drawing on paper, and I used to draw a lot on paper, but kind of I really love the fact that you don't... Okay, I tend to like be kind of messy with physical stuff. So if it's backed up and digital and all that, I'm calmer about it because I can keep it for longer. And I like coloring more on digital, but I like drawing on both, like physical and I mean, I do have a scan, I do have a scanner, but still I just got used to drawing with the mouse and with like the tablet. Beware long forgotten deviant arts. I've had someone from my 20-person specialization in the universe recognize me on Hungarian Quora, then Google my username and found my deviant art. Oh no! Which was super awkward since I favorited weird stuff. Yeah, that could happen. Yeah, imagine like you apply for a job, and I apply for a job, and I people start going to my LinkedIn, they find my email address, and they're like, okay, oh, this guy has a YouTube channel, let's see what it is, and they open like Fanakotsuki 7, which is all like penis jokes. That'll be awkward, right? Well, my excuse will be, well, look, it has like 1 million views, so some people like it. Hey, if you don't like my penis jokes, you can find another candidate for the role. Well, penis jokes are fine and all, but I have a lot of, like, some of the jokes didn't stand the test of time. Like, some of the jokes about Orochimaru, we were kids, they're kind of, like, homophobic in a way, and Itachi being, like, blind, haha, it's very ableist and all that. Yeah, they don't stand the test of time that much, but nothing really does, you know? That's why I try to, like, add a little bit to them. Or like at least address the silliness of what they used to be. in a very like I try to be more aware. I'll just leave it at that. So what's that weird stuff you liked? Now I'm curious. That person's like, oh, he likes those half-naked Japanese cartoons. No comment. Let's just say they involve hugs and nanomachines. Okay. Nanomachines. It's a Metal Gear Solid reference. It appears that there are not many gaps in here. I mean, it's a messy drawing and all, but like it looks fine. Let's just try. Yep, it's all good here. Hell yeah. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. My sci-fi RP game can't go a month without a character flat-face explaining something as Nanomachines X, so the reference shall haunt us for the end of our lives. Nanomachines, yeah. I think it was Metal Gear Solid 4 that everything was relegated to just nanomachines, bro. Midichlorians, bro. Is this white? Yeah, this is pure white. I don't need... Well, this is a bit too dark. They still do laundry for Akatsuki, right? It shouldn't be that gray and yucky. I could just paint it like this. Ah, damn it. Oh, there we go. I'll use the same color here. That's fine. Same in here. And his weird skin color, it's very grayish, but I guess he's not really a healthy individual anyways. With his heart transplants and whatnot. Some add flair to those toes. They do have their toes colored too. Yeah. It's so hilarious to me. I should... You see how they like, oh man, I should draw an art like this. Imagine all the Akatsuki just getting up in the morning, like, painting their toes with their, with their nail polish. Yeah, for sure. Like a pedicure club. And they're also tight, well made too. They're like, they take it seriously. They have like a nail polish salon or something like that. Okay, one thing remains. Let me get. I can get rid of this dude. I don't need him anymore. You're too serious for this scene, anyways. All I really need now is this, and do the infamous clouds. Anime has no logic, especially Naruto. Well, yeah, I guess. Naruto is not really... I wouldn't say it's out there. It's like a regular shonen, I guess, in a way. That's fine. Oh wait, I need this color. They're going from right to left, so they always go this side. What is my favorite anime? Oh, that's hard. Maybe it's Naruto, but not because it's like the best one I watched. Just because it was the most significant to me, I guess, in a way. I do think that there's a lot of good new stuff as well that's better. Like, I like My Hero Academia. I really like recently because I think it's still a shonen like any shonen, but it's like very well made in terms of animation, music, pacing, and whatnot. Just does the formula really, really well. I don't know. Favorite anime, favorite manga would definitely be like 20th Century Boys and Berserk. Unfortunately, these two don't really have a good anime adaptation. I like, I don't know. Some of the shorter ones I've watched are really, really good. Oh, okay. As an anime, like the one that I liked the most in terms of how good it was, to me, like, was Ping Pong the animation. And it's a weird, like, 11 episode anime about two friends playing ping pong, and the art style is so weird. At first you're like, oh, this is weird, I can't really watch this, why is it so messy? But after a while you get used to it and you realize like how beautiful it is, and how, and the everything about that anime is a masterpiece in my eyes. It's like only like 11 episodes, and even if you don't like ping pong at all, I urge you to watch it. The character development that they managed to do on so many characters in that show for like 11 episodes is better than some like 300, 400 runs, 400 episode runs that I saw in my life. Like Ping Pong the animation is very, very good, very good. You heard about that show a lot? Well, for good reason. It's amazing. So if I can recommend one show, it'll be that. It's just so good. It's so good. And it looks really weird. I mean, let me just show you what I mean. The art style is awkward and as hell. It's very messy too. Maybe that's why I like it. My art style is very messy too. Let me get that. So you can see what I mean. Ping Pong, the animation. That's what it's called. I can show you the intro, for example. Well, I don't know. The intro is it all black and white? I don't remember at all. It's very abstract. Yeah, I guess it's not a good example, but there's a scene from here, for example. If I'll pick any scene. Yeah, so that's the animation. And the music and the pace. Oh, it's so good. That's the art style. It's very different. But it's also beautiful, like how the camera moves, how the action is, like how the games are presented.
It's quite easy to poke fun at how seemingly every other anime series takes place in a Japanese high school. The first place many minds will go is that it's simply a way for nasty.
Oh, that's a review. I think I saw this video. Ping Pong is a perfect coming-of-age story. Don't watch this because it will spoil everything, but it's unbelievably well done. Another one that I really think is a masterpiece would be One Punch Man season one, but obviously because it's just season one, it's kind of a shame that it dropped off so much. But in terms of animation and the visual of it is just like unbelievably good, unbelievably good. Yeah. So it's really really nice. Yeah, give that show a shot, and you won't be disappointed. I promise you. Even though it looks kind of weird and awkward, and even if you like don't like or hate ping pong, I don't know, it's such a good example of growth in so many characters, and even the characters you like hate at the start are like, what the hell is going on? You like fall for their reasoning and for their challenges. It's really good. And let me know if you liked it once you're done. I think that'll be. Oh, you used to play it? Yeah, I played a lot too at work when COVID wasn't a thing. Yeah. So I think that'll be it for today. We're done with Kakuzu's little drawing. We didn't get a lot of work done, but we got some work done. At least the drawing came out well. Your dad is really good at it. My dad was really good at it too, but I don't see him a lot these days. Let's just leave it at that. And when he did play ping pong, I was really terrible at it. I never really played it when I was younger. Yeah, happy Valentine's again, and thank you guys for joining the stream. It was really really fun, and I hope you had fun too. And next Sunday, I hope I don't skip another week like I did, and I'll see you again. It'll be around 12 p.m. Pacific again, unless I state otherwise in, the Discord or the Facebook group. And thanks to the Patreons who are still backing me up donating every month, really. Sometimes they join the stream or not, but it's all good. I'm really thankful for that help. And even if you just join the stream and not donate, that's cool too. Yeah, I really appreciate the time you've put in here and spoke to me, and it was really really fun. Have a great rest of the weekend. Bye bye.